there, how's it going today? I hope that you are just having the time of your life. Because you know what? Life is kind of short, right? And it's unpredictable. That's for certain. But what's not for certain is dementia. Dementia is unpredictable and it is hard. I'm Debra in case you don't know by now. If you're new, I want to welcome you to the channel. This is where we talk about everything dementia, not just Alzheimer's, but Alzheimer's and all different dementias. I hope that you'll subscribe and I hope you come back often, because what I find is that most people who are kind of thrown into caring for someone with dementia, they really need more skills and more ideas on how to make their days easier. And that's what I specialize in, being able to make those days easier and much, much, much more manageable and way happier. Today, I want to talk about some comforting tips, some tips on how to maybe reduce anger and aggression and how to make that person with dementia feel more comfortable. Because what happens is most people with dementia, they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe, and they're often very, very afraid. Can you imagine what it would be like to be afraid all the time? It's very unsettling. And, you know, the more that we're unsettled, the more you're going to have chances of having behaviors. And that's the other thing I specialize in, reducing and or eliminating behaviors altogether. And I do that in my course. I have a guaranteed course. But I've been teaching this stuff for a long time now, a very long time. And it got to the point where even what I was teaching years ago when I first started teaching, there was a lot missing. And I didn't really realize that. But the more trainings I took, the more I realized there's got to be more out there, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't put my finger on it. And so I kind of started picking apart a lot of these trainings. And when I realized all the big chunks that were missing, mainly like when you walk into someone's living room or you walk into their bathroom and you're trying to get them to take a shower, or you walk in the living room and they're angry and upset and screaming and yelling. How do you calm them down? How do you get them in the shower? Like when you're standing right in front of that person with dementia, what do you say? What do you do? That's what nobody's showing you. But that's what I'm going to show you. So if we can comfort, if we can provide a sense of security and a feeling of belonging, we're going to have a lot less behaviors, and we're going to have a lot more better days, happier days, calm days, and we're going to reduce our stress level. You know, it was really funny. I just finished teaching a webinar, and it was brought up by one of the students who was on my TikTok the other day. There was a woman who was on the TikTok in the chat, and so far, she's only taken one out of the 4 classes that are in the course. She's taken the first one. And she typed in the chat, she said, "Oh my God, the course is great." And she said, "My stress level went from 1,000 to 0 after one class." Her stress level went from 1,000 to 0 after one class. Now, those are her words, not mine. But those are the results of my course. And she wasn't even finished with it after one class. So it was just amazing. And she has 4 children under 11, and her mother lives with her and her husband. And I think she has pets. I can't remember. But yeah, so good for her. I'm so happy for her. And that can be you too. But anyway, so comforting. So one of the things you want to do when you're trying to comfort someone is they have to know that you're listening, right? Because everybody wants to be heard. We all want to be heard. So, one of the most important things that you can do for a person with dementia is let them know that you're actually listening to them. And they have to believe that you're listening. So, maintaining eye contact, maybe a gentle touch. You might even tell them, I'm listening. Tell me more. I want to hear more. Because when somebody is interested in what you're saying or they care what you're saying, you're going to get better results, right? Because when you're talking to somebody and they're distracted or you don't think they're really listening to you, how does that make you feel? I got you. Is this good? Put this is good in the chat for me. Let me know. Is this good? Is this working for you so far? Another one is to repeat the problem back to them. So if they're upset about something and you're asking them what's bothering them, you're listening, tell me more. Repeat the problem back to them once you figure out what it is that's bothering them. So if they want to go home or they're upset about Judy down the hall, right? Acknowledge that by repeating their same words back to them. This does two things. Number one, it tells them that you're listening, which is so important. And the other thing is, it makes them know that you understand what their problem is. So just repeat their words back to them. This is pretty easy stuff, really. Once you kind of get it, it's not hard. You can do it. I know you can do it. The next one that I want to kind of talk about, and this is really important. You have to be sincere, right? And you can fake it. You can be the actor or actress. I teach that all the time. You do have to be an actor or an actress sometimes, but you have to be sincere. So if you're faking it, you got to be good, right? You got to be good. So be sincere in your words and in your listening. And when you're comforting and you're saying, I've got you, I'm not going anywhere, we can tackle this together. It's you and me, kid, right? You got to be sincere. And I know you can. I know that you can do that. And don't forget to incorporate some touch, a gentle touch, right? Or a massage, or, put your arm around them. I got you. I got you. This is going to provide them with a sense of security, and they're going to feel safe. And you're going to reduce behaviors. The next thing that I want you to kind of concentrate is what are their emotions or their feelings behind what they're going through? Because whatever it is that's bothering them, it's always pretty much centered around an emotion, right? So they're having an emotion and you want to kind of concentrate on what that emotion is, what they're feeling. And then you'll know better how to offer that comfort, right? Because if they're missing somebody, I've missed people in the past too, and it's really hard, isn't it? It can be hard to miss somebody that you love. Or maybe they're upset because they're in unfamiliar surroundings and they want to go home. Tell me about your home. Tell me about your family traditions. Get them talking about that. What do you miss about your home? It sounds lovely. I want to hear more. And oftentimes that can be enough to comfort them and calm them down. So we have to listen. We have to be sincere. Give them your full attention and slow down. Just slow down. I know it's so hard in this world, is just whipping by us so fast. But the more you take your time and slow down with that person with dementia and really listen to them and focus on what their pain is, that's when you're going to be able to solve it. That's when you're going to be able to solve that solution, get rid of that behavior, and make better days for both of you. So comforting can really, really get you very, very far with a person with dementia. And if you decide to join me in the course and become a certified master dementia strategist, I can teach you all of these tools They're so easy, but you just don't know what you don't know. So if you want to be able to walk in the other room and have peace and quiet, I can help you with that. Just think of my friend who's only taken the 1 out of 4 classes, whose stress level went from 1,000 to 0 after one class. And this is what my students tell me every single time they take the course. But don't take my word for it. Go to my website and you can watch the video reviews. They're on every page. Every review on every page is different. And that's answersabout.alz.org. That's where you can book a call to learn about the course and see if you can get accepted, because I don't allow everybody in the course. But go to answersabout.alz.org, read up on it, see if it's something that interests you. And if it is, book a call and we'll have a conversation. But I wish you the best. This is a tough journey and it's going to last probably longer than you want it to. So I'd love to help you get through it because I've had a lot of success and I can help you too. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you joined me today, and I hope I see you back again soon.